it is time to get into our beautiful, wonderful guest, Roz. Hi, Roz. How are you?
How are you?
I want to thank you for coming on Sipping with Friends. We appreciate you. Nevertheless, Roz, I know most people introduce you as somebody's baby mom, but I don't want to do that. I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us about who you are, you know what I mean, what you got going on, where you came from. Tell us about Roz. I want to hear about Roz, what you stand for, you know, where you were born. Like, tell us about yourself.
Okay. So I'm RozVerde on Instagram, my social network and everything like that. I am a mom of 2 beautiful children, and I love them to death. I'm also a singer-songwriter. I'm also a rapper. I put out a bunch of songs that went viral. I go viral for doing podcasts like this a lot. And I don't know. I just, I stay relevant,
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. So the one question I asked you before you came on the show was, is there anything we could have asked you? And you said no.
I said no, yeah.
Right. So I totally appreciate that. So for those of you that don't know, you do have a child with 6'9", is that correct? Okay. So I just have a quick question in regards to that, if you don't mind, okay? So how was your life affected by having a child with a celebrity that was labeled as a snitch, if it was affected at all?
I don't think it was affected.
Okay.
I really, what do you call it? I overhyped it in my head, and I overthought it, and I thought it was going to be just like this big ordeal, like this big thing. And it actually turned out to be like more of a positive or something, because people are very interested in it. I thought coming back up north after being in Miami for 8 years that it would be way big of a deal, like especially being in this area. And no one has said anything. I haven't heard of anything happening, or, I don't think, I like I said on the last podcast, I called up all my street nigga friends, and
I know that's right.
I was like, well, am I safe? And like, and they all said the same thing. They were just like, yeah, girl, like nobody really cares unless it's just a crazy fan doing some crazy shit or whatever. But it hasn't affected me. My children are safe. I'm safe.
That's the main thing.
That's good.
And like I said, I overhyped it in my brain before I came up here. I wanted to move out here anyway because I wanted to be around family. I'm a single mother with 2 kids. And I just needed more support.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I seen on your one podcast where basically you gave the story of how it is that you met 6ix9ine and all of those other things. Outside of, him, not really stepping up as a father, like, is there any advice that you can give to any other woman out there that's dating a celebrity?
I will say that, in regards to him, I already knew that this could go this way or this way, right? And it went this way. And I knew that because he wasn't a father to his other 3 kids. So I knew there was a possibility that may happen. But the thing was, I really didn't want to have an abortion. I was going through something, and I felt like spiritually, like at that time, I didn't feel like that was the right choice for me. And I just wanted to have another child. My oldest son is autistic. He's on the spectrum. And I felt like this child also gave me, it was almost like a restart or something. Like God gave me a chance to have a child who was quote unquote normal.
Right.
And I just feel like children are a blessing.
Yes.
I know everybody's like so pro abortion now. It's like a thing now, like abortion.
Yeah.
Everybody's making jokes. Everybody's making jokes about it, and that's fine. I feel like everybody has their own choice, but for me, I hadn't gotten pregnant in so long. And when I got pregnant, I kind of took it as, and I could be completely delusional, but I kind of took it as like I'm giving you this gift. Yes. And if you abort it, I'm not giving you no more chances.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I felt. So, and my baby is a blessing, like in so many ways. Like he's like the cutest little bundle of joy. So, like I said, like it is what it is,
Shit happens. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do. If you don't mind me asking, how old are your children?
They have a pretty big gap. So my oldest is 10 and my youngest is 18 months.
So let me ask you a question.
They both by him?
No.
Only her last
No.
child
My
is gone.
oldest son is by somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. And
the baby.
Yeah, he's a little
18
somebody
months.
behind the scenes too. My oldest son's father. Yeah.
So how was it starting over? Like, because that's what I call starting over. And the reason why I'm asking you this question is because my best friend has a 12-year-old and she's pregnant now. But she wanted a baby, same situation. And I'm like, girl, first of all, this was 12 years ago, so your body is different, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Your body is different. So listen, I'm watching my best friend go through the motions and I'm like, oh my God. But she's definitely going about it gracefully. How was it starting over? Like, how was that? Like,
first of all,
girl.
you hit the nail on the head. I'm gonna just, talk about all the things that you said if I can remember them. First of all, your body is completely different. 10 years ago, my body, I was running around, walking. First of all, I was walking everywhere because at that time, I didn't have a car. This time, I was driving, but I was working out. I was always in the gym constantly.
Okay.
However, I wasn't allowed to, you're not allowed to lift more than 25 pounds.
Correct.
But I could tell, I was like, oh my God, 10 years ago, I feel like I could have done a cartwheel. And now I feel like, damn, like I feel like, I felt very heavy.
Yep.
Sometimes I had to like just get myself pumped and motivated to just get up and do anything. And I mean, it's easy. I'll say it was easier in Miami to just get up and go and do things.
Right.
Because it's always sunny and, vibrant and, good vibes or whatever. But I'll say that it was
Different.
It was a lot different. It was a lot different. And then there was something else that you said that I can't remember. Excuse me.
I said,
Well, I have a question. So you were saying that it felt like a really big deal and everyone was going to care and it was going to be like a really heavy thing because you're involved with a celebrity and all that, and all that stuff was going on or whatever. Did you have any revelations after you came back to Jersey and it was kind of like you feel normal, or like how did that feel like?
Oh no, I mean I'm still cautious. I'm still very cautious, but I mean you see I came here by myself. So I'm cautious, but I don't feel like it is like as big of a deal as I thought it would be, and people are actually really embracing me and being completely supportive and positive. And I also noticed that just coming back to this area in general, like in Miami, you meet beautiful women all the time that have so many followers. Everyone is jaded out there and you're not a big deal. Celebrities aren't even a big deal.
Right.
Like
it's normal.
It's so normal to be around a celebrity. It's so normal if they call you, pull up to the video shoot. We're doing it after hours. We're hanging out. We're going to dinner.
Yeah.
It's like 30 girls at a table, 30 girls in a movie theater. A celebrity call 30 girls to hang out at a movie theater. You know what I mean? And so all these things are so normal. And coming back to this area, people have told me something like, oh, how does it feel to be a celebrity? And I'll be like, celebrity? What are you talking about? Like, I'm not a celebrity. Like, but they'll use those words, or, oh, I didn't know that you had so many followers and that type of stuff. And the thing is, in Miami, everybody has that.
It's normal.
Everybody has their body done. Everybody has a blue check. Everybody has, they've been in sections with celebrities, or they've, it's just so normal. So coming back here, it's kind of like you feel a little different. It could be uncomfortable.
Right. Because you don't know what angle or what aim or whatever the case
is.
You
don't know. Exactly.
Yep.
So it could be like a little uncomfortable.
Got you.
Yeah.
Do you?
Sorry. I was just gonna ask, you're originally from Jersey, or
I'm originally from Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was born in Newark, New Jersey, but I claim South Orange because I lived there from 4 years old to like 13.
Okay.
But then we moved to East Orange and Orange, and I graduated from Orange High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you moved to Miami. How long were you in Miami?
I was in Miami for 8 years.
Oh yeah, you did. You said that. Okay.
What made you relocate to Miami? Like, was it just a better opportunity for you? Like, how did you get there?
I felt like I felt very unappreciated in Jersey. I felt like they had picked one girl. She's amazing. She's beautiful and everything, but I feel like they just picked that one girl and nobody else could do nothing. Like, all right, we just focusing on this one girl and nobody else is good.
And what profession is this?
Singing.
Okay.
And at the time, and I also felt like she kind of felt like that too. Like, yeah, I'm like the queen of Jersey or whatever the case may be. And I just felt like, all right, everybody's like dick riding this girl. And
So let me do my
I'm
big
out.
one.
Yeah,
That's right.
So I just decided to leave, and I felt like at the time in Jersey I wasn't getting the support, and I still. Some people are very supportive now that I felt weren't supportive then, but there's always those one or two people that still kind of like got the stale face when you show up at somewhere. They still looking at you like
they be hating, girl.
Yeah, it's just I felt that's exactly what it was. I felt like it was too much hate. I felt like it wasn't enough support, and I felt like I needed to brand myself somewhere else and get support somewhere else, so that it wouldn't even matter if they supported me or not.